Today's our lecture is consumer surplus and producer surplus in open economy. Before this lecture, we have covered this consumer surplus and producer surplus in closed economy, in which we have found that this triangle, this whole triangle, is known as consumer surplus, and this triangle is known as producer surplus. So uh, if when we have closed economy, this will be our equilibrium price and this will be equilibrium quantity. And we have already discussed that this is our supply curve domestic, and this is demand curve domestic. But uh, when we open our economy, what will happen if we have many conditions? For example, the world price of the steel world price of the steel is higher, because this is our domestic price. So if world price is higher and then the price is this one, and because of that our domestic steel will be exported to the world, and because of that we will export the steel, this portion. So if we want to calculate what is the impact in the not only domestic market as well as how much we will export, so for that we have this graph in which before trade, A, B are the producer or consumer surplus, we already know, and C, this rectangle, is the producer surplus. So when we open our economy and our and the world price is this one, then our price will shoot towards here. So because of that, a consumer will be worse off, because now the consumer surplus remain only A, and but producer will be better off, because now they can produce and sell their sell their steel in the world where the price is so high. So from here our producer can shift their price and production till there. So our producer surplus before that was C, and because of after trade, now the producer surplus will be C, B, and D. And D, this portion will be in the export portion, but it still will be made by domestically. So this will be the domestic consumer surplus. Okay, so for better understanding, we can see here where we have discussed that the consumer surplus is AB, which is already discussed, and after this only A will remain. And if producer surplus is C only, after trade is became B, C, D. But when we calculate the total surplus, we include D, which was not possible before trade. Now we can include D as in our total surplus, which is included in the producer surplus. Similarly, if the international price or world price is lower than our domestic price, this is our domestic again price, and if we see this is world market price which is lower, so here in this situation we will not export, we will import, because the cheaper product is available in the world than our country. So when we open the market, so because of that we will import more steel from the world. So if we want to calculate the before and after trade, the consumer and producer surplus when we import the steel, what will happen? Before, again A was our um, consumer surplus, and B and C in this case was the producer surplus. But now because of trade, open economy, we import a D portion from the world, and because of imports of the D, what will happen, our exports, or sorry, producer will be worse off, because now the producer surplus is only C, and because consumers are buying more from the world, so this D portion will be the part of the consumer surplus. So before trade, A was the consumer surplus. After trade, A, B, and D is the consumer surplus. But now in this case, the producers are worse off. So before trade, B and C was the producer surplus. Now only C is the producer surplus. Total surplus, in which A, B, C was the total surplus before trade, but after trade, the total surplus is A, B, C, and plus D. D is our total surplus. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe my video, and please click the bell icon, as you can see my videos as I upload. Thank you so much.